Yes, it was. 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 It was super helpful. Okay, so then you can continue this. I say add the minikit. All right. So once you do that, you could say wrap up the minikit provider and initialize the firm. Add the provider and initialize the minikits in your main page. Add the minikit provider. Create a provider slash minikit provider the TSX and wrap your app layout in your TSX in your layout TSX. So just wrap. Okay, so we need to wrap our app with the minikit provider. What is this talking about? I'm going to explain. Paint. Okay, let me explain this part. So what this basically is telling us is that you have your uh, you have you have this to be this is the mini kit. Okay, this here is the mini kit. This there is the mini kit. This in blue is the mini kit. Okay, in order for your app to be called a mini app, this is the MiniKitProvider. All right. So this is the MiniKitProvider. So what happens is that we're gonna need to get your app, and what your app is, it has to be under here. That app, that app file has to be wrapped under the MiniKitProvider. That's what this here is doing. So that's what this is doing. It's doing that. And like I said, what's the whole point of vibe coding if you can't use AI? So we will explain this to the AI, and the AI will do it for you. Don't worry. Okay, so what do we do is you could simply you could simply get this line of code here. Okay, on top the URL line. You get back here. You're just waiting for this to finish installing. So it's installing the onchain kit that will allow us to use the minikit too. Just gonna pause the video and play it back once it's done. Alright, so now that it's done doing that, we quickly just have our TypeScript configuration has an error while it's done installing the packages. But I'm just gonna go in my packages just to make sure that launching kit is installed. Okay, it's right there. Okay, so we're good to go. Alright, so what error is this? Cannot file this program because the entry point is implicit. Okay, um, so here's the thing. This is what we need to do. So sometimes here I'm gonna give you some tips, right? Some tips from my pro. So here's this. Sometimes you tell your AI agent and you speak to it. You just have to talk to it. You speak to it. So what seems to be causing this error? What seems to be causing this error, and what is the best approach? What is the best approach to solve this? What is the best approach to solve this? Kindly tell me. Okay, so what is it? What usually I like to do is sorry, it's control B, but part. So what I usually like to do is have it see exactly where the errors are, and just see where errors are. Automatically, when you're using any bot, it should know what file I'm talking about. So that is then I'm going to click enter on this. I just wanted to explain to me what is the meaning of our errors, what's going on. But I do understand that it's the brace. So it's just this. Okay, but anyways, this is vibe coding. I'm not allowed to touch your code. Done. So tempted to touch some code. Okay, so it's just that okay, we're just missing some information. So there's a package. There's a package missing. There's a package missing. Okay, so that's attached to connect package. Okay, so we have that package is stored. Some zero vulnerabilities that we still have one more. We still have one more error. Now let's install the necessary dependencies. All right, we still have more to install. Okay. Okay, so oh, all right. reach there. So more dependencies. Okay, so vulnerabilities. You still see the error. Okay, you can approach by modifying the TSV to more permissive types. I apologize for the duplicate keys. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad that you saw that. I'm glad that you saw this. I'm glad that you saw that AI. Cheers to you. Cheers to you. All right, so I fixed that up. Okay, so what's remaining now? Let's clear up the TypeScript cache files. All right, yeah, let's just clear up so that we don't have anything in the memory to remind us. Okay, so we're good. We just cleared that up. It happened this side. The changes I have made. All right, good work. Added the type roots to the explicit detail TypeScript. Kept the skip link check to true to be more, yeah, lenient. All right, installed the necessary types package for not the JS Connect and WebSockets. Clear the TypeScript server cache. All right, awesome, great work. All right, so now what is the next step? Well, the next step is that you want to wrap your app now in a MiniKitProvider, and how do you do that? We basically just tell the AI to do it. So you just tell it. All right, so we go back to our VS Code and tell it kindly follow these instructions. Okay, instructions here. We paste that. Oh no, back. Just forget the URL again. All right, so we get this URL back here. Kindly follow these instructions here. It's gonna read that. All right, so then we go back and add a mini. Wrap your app with the MiniKitProvider. Initialize the frame. Add providers and initialize MiniKit in your main page. Add the MiniKitProvider and all that stuff. So I'm just gonna get this part here so that it. Well, I'm just gonna copy the page too. If we copy the page, let's paste that right there. Okay, so let's copy that page. Then I'm sure it's gonna work that out. So, oh, okay, so super cool. So, there's a button here. You could even open it with the chat if you want to, or open with your clothes. But like, just copy the page. Then, copy this page as a markdown for LLMs. Okay, so that's for your large language models, and that's what we're actually using right now. The LLM is Cloud Sonnet, right? So we just copied and gave it. All right, so it's give it. It's gonna read that. It's gonna read that. Super cool that base actually works towards vibe coding. Like literally, base works towards vibe coding. This is super cool. This is super cool. Right. Okay, so here's a breakdown of what we did. So we prepared our project with V0, downloaded the source files, the project files, then extracted the zip and opened the project folder using Vercel, using Visual Studio, I mean. We opened the folder, then installed npm so that all the packages were installed on this project. And the other stuff we did was imported or installed the on-chain kit so that because what happened was really when we developed it using V0, it became an existing application. So what we did was this is based on old documentation website and went on how to use existing apps right there. And we were told to make sure that we should be able to wrap this app using the MiniKitProvider so that this is fully a MiniKit. So this is one thing we've discovered is that when you get your project, you download it from V0, it's not actually having the MiniKit installed. So please take caution that it doesn't have the MiniKit installed, and you will need to manually or vibe code install that MiniKit whenever you're ready to deploy and your project came from V0. All right, so back here. Okay, so I'm just gonna read what it said. Okay, I hope you integrate the MiniKit following those instructions. Let me implement this step by step. All right. First, let's create the MiniKitProvider component. Now let's modify the root layout to wrap the app with the MiniKitProvider. Let me update the root layout to include the MiniKitProvider. Finally, let's update the mini page to initialize the MiniKit. Let's update. Okay. All right. So let's also install the necessary WAGMI dependencies. So what me usually is just like this is the Web3. This is the Web3 technology that allows you to do wallet connections. All right, so yeah, we talk, but I'll make sure I'll make a video about this one so that it's super quite fun so that people could understand more and how to do this. All right. So if you find this video very interesting, please go ahead and subscribe, leave a like at the end of this video, share it to any Web3 developer, base builder, and to anybody that wants to stay based, you better hit that like button, leave a comment below this video. If you find anything that you think I should mention in the next videos, kindly just leave a comment. Okay, let's go look at this corresponding text element. What's that? Okay, kit context provider. Okay. KJX element minikit context provider has a corresponding closed tag, closing tag. It should have a corresponding closing tag. That is, yeah, the corresponding closing tag is missing here. So usually, it should close around here somewhere. It should wrap this and close somewhere. But anyways, I'm not gonna touch no code without coding. So without coding. We're done. All right. The minikit integration is now complete. The app initialized minikit whatever. Okay, so the error here is that our wrapper, like remember when I said that the minikit provider has to wrap your app. So this is what's happening. This error, what's happening here is that the minikit context provider, this has an opening here, right? I need to use a different color. I need to use blue. I need to use blue. So it has an opening tag, right? There's an opening tag there. This is the, but it has to have a closing tag. It has to close. So there's an open here and a close here. Then the app has to be there. But what's happening here is that we only have the open and we don't have the close. So the I think maybe just forgot. It gets loony a little bit. So I'm just gonna tell it like you forgot you forgot this. You forgot this. All right, so I'm sure you already know the file. Just gonna you forgot this and let's see what's gonna say. That's like, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. I see the issue. The minikit context provider is incorrectly placed inside the head tag and is missing the closing tag. I told you. I told you. I told you I saw it. I saw it. So it's all about the concept. So we had the opening, we were just lacking the closing part. All right. So let's fix the layout structure by moving the wrap context and everything like that. So what did it do? Nice. Now this part here. This part here is really important. What we've done is that we've wrapped the children here. Basically, what the children is just your app. So whatever properties belong to your app, being your app's properties, your dependencies, your children of your app are all wrapped under the minikit provider. Now your V0 project is now a mini app. All right, we've got that done. But like, could we actually test this out? So let's just clear the terminal. Before we put any commands there, let's just go back to the base documentation just to make sure that we haven't forgotten anything. Okay, use the MiniKitProvider. We got this part earlier down. Configure the environment. Okay, so next the JS project name, and then we're gonna go like, okay, so this is just the environment configurations and what optional variables. So you could put in more optional variables. So these other optional variables are just like more information about the app. If you want your app to stand out during search engine on base and all that stuff, just make sure that your details are pretty good in this description and yeah, your app is gonna stand out. Your app's gonna stand out. Okay, so then we have the manifest part. We're gonna do this later. Then we create manifest, test and deploy, then launch checklist. All right. So what's the launch checklist all about? Authentication, manifest, embeds and previews, description. All right. All right. Yeah, cool. more videos coming soon about this. Notifications. I'm working on notifications too. I can't believe this ain't coming soon when I'm actually working on notifications for myself. Like I have a project working on MiniKit notifications. All right, so let's go back where we at now. Okay, configuration of environment. We're here. All right, so we go back to this, the environment. Okay, we just go environment local. Okay, so mm, yep, we don't have enough information on our environment. So let's go back to the base documentation. Add the required optional environment variables, add the environment variables, and anything like that. All right, these variables are initial for the minikit to function. All right, copy and paste this in the env example. All right, I'm just gonna copy this page, paste it there. Just click enter. Let it cook. Let it cook. So like if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed this video and you really want me to make more videos like this, please hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and I'm gonna do more videos like this. This is super cool. All right, so it's done. Okay, so it's added up the variables that we need, and okay, so yeah, thank you for that. All right, okay, so oh look at the super cool stuff. It actually did all the naming for us, the placeholder and all this stuff. So if you want to have icons and all that done the public folder, then you could. Uh, I feel like we already have our icons already set. But you could give us a logo. Asking Inc. Or Asking Inc. Yeah. All right. So back to our environment. Okay. So now you have your V0 project as a mini app, and you could just let me just double check that it's running properly too. npm run dev. Okay, that part up there. We don't need this anymore. We don't need this. The vector orientation stays. Okay, just gonna push this recording here. Video up there. No, we did. 45 minutes. 45 minutes. Interesting. Okay, ready?